Angeles. I haven't made a video for you guys in a really long time. I'm sorry. Things just kind of kick up during the holidays and everything goes crazy. I don't know about you guys, but I am glad everything is over. So that said, Happy New Year. And today in the column, we're going to talk about flattering. And I just wanted to make a video about this because I felt like there's some stuff that it's easier to talk about in person than it is just to read a dry, oh, of course, flattering sucks, blah, blah, blah. So I think that we should dress for ourselves and what makes us happy and comfortable. And I really dislike it when people, kind of push their taste level onto me and dictate what they think looks good on me or not. I trust myself enough to be able to dress myself. So I feel like if I chose something, I chose it for a good reason. I want to wear stuff that makes me feel happy, that makes me feel comfortable. And I don't really give a fig if anybody else thinks the same or not. So flattering is a garbage word. And without even touching on the whole patriarchy, blah, 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 everything is, imposing this sense of structure and order and what something needs to look like to look good. So not only that, flattering is a garbage word because it's a lazy descriptor. So flattering means something looks good or will make you look better, but it doesn't really talk about how or why or, what the reasoning is behind that. So to say something is very flattering, it could be the color, it could be the cut, it could be the style, it could be, how you're wearing something that day. And that's kind of the thing, isn't it? If you tell me that something is flattering to me, that makes me think that you like that thing, and that thing is what's making me look good. I want to wear my clothing, not the other way around. So I think that we can just, get rid of flattering altogether and say things like, "You look radiant, darling. Did you make that yourself? Can you please tell me more about it?" There are way better ways to say somebody looks good. So, and also, if somebody is asking for feedback, that is totally an acceptable time to give it. But give it in a nice way, not like, "Oh, that's not flattering," or "Your body type, you need to wear blah, blah, blah." And that's a really big and important thing, is I feel like this is a conversation that's been happening more and more recently. So we got this as an email question. I've seen it pop up on several people's feeds about feedback. And when you ask for it, that is absolutely an okay time to give it. However, I wouldn't give it unsolicited. It's just kind of, a faux pas. So one thing that I did want to talk about is when I was thinking about flattering, there are, like I said, it's a catch-all word. There are so many different things that go into what flattering is. So what are people reacting to when they think something is flattering or not flattering? And I think one of the biggest things that goes into that is proportion. And I'm talking about this not because I think that you need to know because you need to fix it, but just because it's an interesting thing to think about, right? Proportion is something that's not thought of as a fit issue. It's typically treated as a design element because it's things like back pocket sizes or, collar heights, placements, things like that. So proportion really is the size of something, the size and shape of something in comparison to the size and shape of another thing. So you want those things to be happily married together to create this, perfect visual. So I think when something is disproportionate or out of proportion, that people react to that, but they don't necessarily have the verbiage to say, "Oh, I think, there's something weird about this. Like the strap width, they're too wide or something is, throwing me off." If you say that to me, I understand exactly what you mean. If you tell me that something's not flattering, that tells me nothing. So I do want to bring up proportion because I think it's very important. And it becomes not so much a design thing when you're working on fit issues for yourself. Because the designer has no way to know what size and shape you are. They can grade out for all their sizes and hope that things stay proportionate within that size range that they designed for, but they have no way to know like every single body type that's going to purchase that pattern. So when you make it, then it is your fit issue to kind of go through. So if you are noticing that like you've made all your corrections, you have your garment, and the fit, the actual fit of it is looking pretty good, but there's still something there that's not quite right. I would implore you to look at things like proportion and think maybe like, does the body need to be longer or shorter? Is the sleeve too wide, too voluminous, or is it too slim? Like, what can I do to make this feel more visually happy? So don't be afraid to look at things like that. And take it into your own hands. If you need to change a pocket size, do it. So anyway, you look radiant, darlings, and I hope you are all doing well.